Hello everybody, Legobly here. Today I'm going to show you how to do this pattern on all the even layer cubes. So this is the pattern I showed you a couple of videos ago. I showed you how to do it on the odd layer cubes, and if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. Link is in the description. And you'll need to have watched that video to do this, because I'm just going to be referencing a lot of stuff that I did from that video in this video. So go watch that video first if you haven't, and let's get started. Okay, so we will get started on the 2x2. So it's going to be pretty similar to the odd layer cubes, except in the very middle layer, like on a 4x4, once you were doing it like with this part of the cube, you would only do it once. You would only do it on one side. The very last step that you do, you don't repeat on the other side, and that's just because it's even and there's no middle layer going in between, and there's no need to do it an extra time. What that means for the 2x2 is you only have to do it once. You only have to do the whole thing once. And on the very last layer, which in this case would be the first one, because you're only going to do that once, you don't actually have to do the FR U-perm algorithm, and that's because it doesn't do anything at all. And so on the 2x2, you just start by doing the R prime, and then this algorithm, it's on screen, and then we can just rotate these corners that need to be fixed, which in this case it looks like should be, it takes a little bit of looking at it to figure out which one, yeah, put these two in this case. And we'll fix those. This is just all the same stuff we did in the first video. We can just corner twist this into place, like that, and we got it done. Okay, now onto the 4x4. This is where things get a little more complicated. So we're just going to do this as if it were a 3x3 first, just like we would in the other tutorial. So just start with your U-perm with a couple setup moves, of course. Again, all in the first video. I did that wrong. And there we go. Now we just have to rotate this corner and this corner. Just do it until you get the best possible position. Of course, you can't get both of them in the right place, so just do it as far as you can. Just like that. So that one's not totally correct, but it will be fixed later. So now we'll just go on this side. And again, we don't have to do the U-perm algorithm because you just don't have to. So we start doing double layer things. So R prime. This algorithm, and this is just the same thing that we did in the 2x2 repeated on here. And then we can look at here and figure out which pieces we need to be moved around. Be sure you don't mix up the rotating algorithm. And there we go. And now we can just do a couple algorithms to fix this part like we did in the first method. And there we go. Now we can just do a couple algorithms to fix these centers and edges. So hold it like this to fix the centers, and do F prime, R prime, large D prime, F, U2, and then do that algorithm. And then what you have to do is actually do that one more time, because it's even there, it just makes it so you have to do it a little bit more. And then do U2, F prime, large D move like that, R, F. Now to fix the edges, of course, just do F, U prime, and then U, R, U prime, little R2, U, R prime, U prime, little R2, and then repeat that little part of the algorithm again. And then undo the setup moves, and there we go. And now we can just fix these last centers one more time, because we got a little bit messed up with what we did there. And there we go. We actually don't have to corner twist it on the 4x4 just because it's special, just like the 7x7 was. It just doesn't require you to corner twist it. Okay, now onto the 6x6. So this is where things start to get repetitive again. So just do it as you would on a 3x3 on the outer layers. Okay, there we go. We got it the best that we can. So now we just continue on as if it were a 5x5. Of course, we still have to do the inner layer U-perm thing because we're not on the last layer yet. Okay, now we can fix these pieces. This is just the same thing that we did in the 4x4. So, just like this. And you actually don't have to do it twice, so just do it once as you would do on a 5x5 actually. And then just do the edges. So, again, we only have to do it twice because we're not on that part yet. And there we go. So now, we can just get on to the very last layer. Of course, we don't have to do the U-perm because it's doing it on the very middle layers and that wouldn't affect anything, just like on the 2x2. Okay, now we'll just fix this very last part, same as we did in the 4x4, so I don't really have to explain it. Just do the setup moves, do the algorithms twice, and then undo the setup moves. And there we go. Now we can just fix these last two corners. And I don't believe it will be correct. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna have to corner twist the last corner, but that is no problem on a 6x6. It's pretty easy. So there we go. There's that cube. And now for the 8x8, I don't think this is something that a lot of people will want to do, and if you do want to do it, you'll probably already have this figured out. So just do it each one layer at a time. Just do it up until how would you do it on the 7x7, and then do the 2x2 thing on top of it, and you should be good. So I'm just going to time lapse this real quick. I'll see you in a minute. That's amazing. There we go. We got it done. Of course, we just have to corner twist that into place if we were able to. But that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave those below, because I know some people will have some, because I went pretty fast on this video. But just look through the other video again if you didn't know how to do anything, and just watch this video a couple times if you didn't understand something, and just try and figure it out yourself. And if you can't figure it out, of course, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you have any other suggestions, leave those in a comment as well. And leave a like if this helped you and if you liked it. And subscribe if you want to be notified when a future video like this comes out.